Great. Can everyone hear me? Yes, wonderful, thank you. I'm here today to talk about the grid-enabled measures database and its relation to social computing and how it can possibly be used to solve a particular problem within population sciences. My name is Brian Keefe. I'm from the National Cancer Institute. I may be the most overdressed person here today, and I am also a Cancer Research Training Award Fellow. And I must have a little caveat here. I am from communication and public health background, so many of the discussion that's been going on today is a little beyond me, but I've been trying to follow along, and I'm very honored to be here. No? All right. Now, in the interest of time, I'm going to skip my introductory slides here. So let's just assume that I did an amazing job describing Science 2.0, technology-mediated social participation, and fold it as monopolists as ideas of Science 2.0. Wonderful. Okay, there's a major issue in population sciences currently, which is a lack of shared ontologies, terminologies, and measurements for constructs that are utilized across disciplines in behavioral, social, and population sciences. Now, one potential solution for that is GEM, which is the Grid-Enabled Measures Database. Now, GEM is an interactive website. It's an interactive website which leverages the strengths of Web 2.0 technologies to create a community resource for measures developed and vetted through a variation of an online wiki. Think of it like a Wikipedia for behavioral and social science measures. Now, it contains behavioral, social science, and other scientific measures organized by theoretically based constructs. As you can see, the ontology of GEM is as follows. The content is organized by first content area, which can be tied to multiple constructs. So many constructs can fall under a particular content area, such as measurement, HIV, cancer, etc. And within each construct, various measures are attached to it. Now, this is a one-to-many relationship. So one construct can have many measures, but only one measure can be tied to a particular theoretical construct. Now, GEM is also a collaborative tool. It's a virtual space for researchers to find, add, edit, and rate measures. So the goal of GEM is to provide a space where researchers can collaborate with their peers, build consensus on the use of shared measures, measure standardization, as well as sharing harmonized data stemming from the measure standardization process. So our idea is that measure standardization and data harmonization will lead to more powerful and robust studies as well as prospective meta-analyses. Now, the guiding principles of GEM are built on the guiding principles of Web 2.0, in particular an architecture of participation. Now, the architecture of GEM leverages the participatory nature of social computing, building a base of collective knowledge and encouraging collaboration to facilitate measure standardization and data harmonization across multiple disciplines in population sciences. So the content on GEM is community vetted and generated. And users provide metadata on constructs and measures. When I say metadata, I mean data on data. So this can be characteristics of a particular measure or construct, such as reliability, validity, author information, original source article, etc. And this metadata is used by the users of GEM to rate a particular measure within a particular area or context of research. And this is done through 5-star rating as well as open-ended qualitative comments. So building upon that, GEM is a data-driven decision-making platform. So users will provide ratings and comments to help drive consensus on the optimal measures in a particular context through the 5-star rating process as well as the comments. The users then share the resulting data from the use of these standardized measures to help facilitate data harmonization. Now, we rely on the wisdom of the masses. We are a crowdsourcing platform. The crowdsourcing process creates an ever-expanding database of measures, constructs, records of data sets for users to browse, add, and edit. And we stress that GEM remain an open access website. Now, this may be contradictory to many of the conventions in the scientific community, including privacy issues, proprietary issues, information accuracy, and competition for resources. However, we feel it's necessary for proper collaboration that it be an open access platform. So I would like to highlight one particular aspect of the GEM website, which is the Workspaces. Now, Workspaces are user driven initiatives around a particular construct area or content area. For example, we recently completed a process for the GEM Cancer Planning Initiative, which was the National Cancer Institute's Office of Cancer Survivorship came to us and asked us to help them decide on the best constructs and measures for use within survivorship care plans in cancer patients. I have the data on that particular initiative, but due to time constraints, I will not share it right now, but feel free to ask me afterwards or feel free to ask me within the panel about the specific data relating to that initiative. And we found the Workspaces help to focus GEM users in on a particular area and increase participation on our website. One of the biggest challenges we've encountered is that people, when they get on the website, are willing to browse and take measures and take constructs, but not willing to add. Contribution has been a huge issue on our website. So, challenges and future directions. Future plans for GEM, the priority will remain on promoting scientific dialogue through GEM's user-generated workspaces. And we are expanding into international markets with new translation functionality, where people can add records about a particular translated measure as well as the quality of that translation to help expand research going forward. Now, one of the first challenges we've run into, which I think most social computing platforms have run into, is increasing participation on their website. Getting users onto and involved in the GEM process. Now, we want users to shift from readers to leaders, as Jenny Priest and Ben Schneiderman would say, from lurkers to workers. Become more active contributors to the GEM website. Now, one of the ways that we've addressed this is to reach out to opinion leaders in various different areas of both health and population sciences to encourage them to reach out to their network around a particular topic and say to them, please, go on to GEM, add your measures, edit your measures, rate your measures, help to contribute to measure standardization process. This helps not only the field, but it helps you personally. And along those same lines, we've also increased participation by recognizing users at particular conferences, workshops, and meetings. People like to be recognized. People like to have their ego stroked a little bit in front of a large audience, and we found that actually increases participation with the thought of them being recognized for their work. Now, we've also run into the older model of science, which is still very pervasive currently, and that is that individual achievement oftentimes is favored over group or collaborative goals. Now, one of the solutions is that team science and collaboration have been picking up steam within all areas of science and research, which is encouraging to see. And also, a number of funding agencies, including the NIH and NCI, have now built into their funding mechanisms collaborative parts. So you must collaborate, you must show some semblance of collaboration, cross-disciplinary research before you can move forward with your grant application process. Now, we've also run into issues about integrating findings across data sources. So consensus has yet to be built around the most effective means to integrate findings across data sources. There are plenty of studies out there that are measuring the same things in very similar manners and have very similar research questions, yet they are not reaching each other. They're not connecting. Integrative data analysis is not occurring. So one of the solutions is to, well, this is going to sound like a cheap plug, use GEM to connect with other users who are studying the same things that you are studying, and you can upload records of your data set as well as contact information to get data from people. Again, open access, we want people to get as much information as possible. And finally, we need more innovation in dealing with data. We need to advance data collection, storage, analysis, methodology, and visualization to create truly cumulative knowledge bases and test more complex and integrative models. Now, one of the ways we've done that is through increased integrative data analysis and data mining, uncovering patterns in large data sets as well as integrating multiple data sets into a single data set so they can be analyzed as one. Now, in the interest of time, I will now conclude. Web 2.0 technologies enabled scientific collaboration on a much greater scale than ever before. And building on this foundational principle of collaboration, web platforms such as GEM can promote standardized measures and harmonized data moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you.